Have you ever felt like addiction has chained you to habits you can't break, no matter how hard you try? It could be a substance, your phone, or even something as simple as scrolling late into the night. Addiction can feel unbreakable, but it's not impossible. Let's break it down today. Addiction isn't about being weak or lacking willpower. It's a complex dependency, physical, emotional, or psychological, on something that gives you temporary relief or pleasure. Here's what's happening in your brain. When you engage in addictive behavior, it triggers a dopamine rush. That's the chemical in your brain that makes you feel good. But over time, your brain starts to crave that dopamine hit, and suddenly, it's not a choice anymore, it's a need. And it's not just your brain. The world around you, the stress, the routines, the pressures sets up environmental triggers that keep the cycle going. Even when you want to stop, it feels like the world won't let you. Addiction feels unbreakable because it's reinforced by three powerful forces: brain chemistry. Your brain builds a feedback loop where it rewards you for the behavior, even when it's harmful. External triggers, stress, boredom, or even specific people can push you back toward the habit. Shame and hopelessness, the guilt of "why can't I stop?" keeps you in the cycle. But here's the truth: addiction's power comes from its control over you. And the first step to breaking it is understanding that you can take that control back. This is where Stoic philosophy comes in. The Stoics believed that freedom starts with focusing on what you can control. First, you can't change the past. What happened yesterday doesn't define you, but you can choose what you do today. Second, master your desires. Addiction thrives on impulse. The Stoics taught that the ability to pause and reflect before acting is the ultimate freedom. Third, daily reflection. Take 5 minutes each night to write down when you felt triggered and how you responded. Awareness is a powerful tool. Here's your first step: acknowledge the problem, but do it without judgment. This isn't about blaming yourself, it's about being honest. Next, identify one trigger you can control today. Is it the way you handle stress? A specific environment? Start small and focus on changing that. Finally, replace the habit with something constructive. If your addiction thrives in isolation, spend time with people who lift you up. If it's about stress, swap it for exercise or mindfulness. Each step builds momentum. Addiction is tough, but it's not unbreakable. Your first step is understanding it, and you've already taken that step by being here. In our next episode, we'll tackle digital addiction and how to reclaim your time and focus. If you're on this journey, share your story or struggles in the comments. You're not alone, and together, we can break free and take back control.